Hi guys, this is Becca. I know I've been gonna make orgonite forever, and right now I'm making tower busters, and I'm finishing up the project. What I've done is I used my dark resin on the bottom, and I put this black crystal dust. It's quartz dust. It's like sand. It's just thick, and I used that as the bottom layer, and then I let that dry, and then I added a layer of shavings, metal shavings for my metal layer, and then I put more resin on top, and then I'm letting this dry, and I've got, if you can see right here, there's one of them I haven't covered yet. It's my crystal with wrapped with the 9 times clockwise around with copper wire in the middle, and then I put another, and that's my organic layer, and I put more organic sand with that. I'm also putting a little shungite and a little of my local pure charcoal for that for this layer. I'm also putting a little piece of my hair in each one. These are this is for my local area. For I've got a shit ton of new towers I'm going to gift and keep gifting. So now I need to add the second to last layer, and I figured out that I do this. I'm going to take this kind of resin. It's not the clear kind, and take a cup of it, and then there's 8 ounces in a cup, so you put 10 drops of the catalyst in for each ounce. So I'm going to put 80 drops in and stir the hell out of it. See, it's dark brown. These are not the decorative ones. These are the very strong tower busters, and they've got a lot of local stuff in there, and my love and attention and protection, and you know, to knock out the nasty stuff. A lot of these are around schools and stuff. Okay, here's the hard part. 80 drops. Okay, here we go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Okay. And now I got to stir the crap out of this for a bit. So there's a ton of crystal. This black quartz sand is just crystal itself. So there's tons of crystal and metal. And I also put some colloidal silver in there, shungite, of course, and the quartz. And this is going to be very powerful tower busters. And they will cover my property and all these new towers they've got around my little town. There's one of them, I don't even recognize it. And it's not 5G, I don't know what the hell it is. And they've also got these new big, they look like loudspeakers, only they're in a round shape with 10 of them or 20 of them. Like, loudspeakers. It's kind of creepy, man. I don't know what the fuck they are. Anyway, I've been fighting 5G for, God, it seems like it's almost been a year now. With my city council, I used to go every other. I've slowed down because basically, I don't know if you guys know about the FCC rules that were put in place once in '96 under Clinton, and then Obama sealed the deal that no municipality, county, state, anybody can complain, can have anything, can say anything, can't say shit to the communication companies about them putting in new equipment. And so we're kind of screwed. There is a loophole that's been working in Europe. They're actually using the assault clause, because they're saying they're causing assault on their people, and that's working over there. But over here, it's not working. The only thing that I have made a little headway with City Council on is we're a big tourist town, and we have these gorgeous little mermaids all over town, and I showed them a lot of ugly pictures of the New York ones and stuff, and I said, these aren't going to go with our mermaids, man. And they're going to, I think I've got a deal where we can knock them to where they have to get each one approved separately, and also each property owner has to be approved separately, and so, because they will lower property values and also lower our tourist possibilities. So that's a possibility that might work. I'm not holding my breath. We have had an election and have a new person, and I've gotten in with one of the interns, and maybe I can actually get somewhere with this new person. So these are not pretty. I'll show you them in just a sec. They're not meant to be pretty. They're just tower busters, and I need more. I don't need a whole cup though. Let's go with half a cup this time. And no, I probably do need a whole cup. And I'm almost out, and that's freaking $40 worth of stuff. Shit. It's not cheap to make. There is cheaper resins, but I haven't found them yet. And after this, I'm going to make, like I said, these are general tower busters. You can learn about them. They're not only do I use the Wilhelm Reich orgone energy, but I'm trying to add into it the sacred geometry energy and the energy of 369, the Tesla 0 point energy. And of course, my intent, I cleansed these stones in seawater, and I prayed on them. Right now, I have right near my heart sodalite and quartz stone that's going into a decorative one that I'm making for my friends Andrew and Becky. They need some extra protection, so I'm infusing that for them, my intention and my prayers and my healing and light energy. So I'm just going to put 30 or 40 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 20, got me 10. 30, 20. 30. I think that's enough. I don't think it's half. Okay. And then, let's see if this works. You gotta mix the hell out of this stuff. Mix it really well. This epoxy, this stuff gets hard really quickly. And you can feel the heat of the chemical process starting already. My house is ventilated. My kitchen's a freaking mess. You'll have to excuse it. The house is really ventilated right now very well. You don't really want to do this outside, or some people even wear masks. But this stuff is not that horrible. But this is what I'm using right now. It's like super expensive. No, I'm sorry. This is what I'm using. It's not super expensive. I got this at Lowe's. This kind is super expensive. I'm going to be using it on the decorative ones. But these are just for... they're not for looks. And I do them mostly in black. Sometimes I'll do them in greens. But gray black, it seems to hide well. I've only had the black talk to show up once when I put some over the tower by my old house. But this guy that is one of my mentors, he gets a black helicopters coming a lot. I guess they somehow can sense it when someone puts that powerful orgonite, and they come out and either try to see who's doing it, or I don't know what they're doing out there. Maybe they change the frequencies. I don't know what they're doing. But that happens a lot. If you want to watch up on orgonite, you'll learn about that. We probably already know about the black helicopters anyway. But I got a wee bit of a problem here because this is not buried. It's not covered. And I shouldn't be sticking my fingers in this like this. However, it's hardened way faster than I thought. So this is going to come out because that's just going to stick there. And I'll put a little bitty one in. And just no copper. There we go. That'll work. You don't want to have anything sticking out of your, shit, I got another bottle. Hold on one sec. You don't want anything sticking out. That's why you need to leave the first level to dry for a little bit before you start the second, because you don't want metal coming out the top, and you don't want anything coming out. I don't know for sure, but it seems to me that it could hamper the, it could impinge on the power of the piece if part of it's coming out of the resin. The power that this causes, I'm eyeballing it this time, and I'm gonna go for 30 drops, is from the resin squeezing the quartz and the piezoelectricity that it causes. Drops. Changes are the negative to the positive. Really, let me count. Okay. It really changes negative to positive energy, and it's. I put I put some sodalite in here for protection, hematite, dust, malachite, and of course my ormus, a little bit of course my local charcoal I'm using. I'm using everything local. I'm using a little bit of my piece of my hair, each one, and my incense. And I've been praying on these all day. And I'm going to put them all around the schools, especially all the new towers that I can find. And of course my property, I cover it. And there'll be chemtrails all over this, guys, and not around my area. Okay, I just need to make sure all these are completely covered. And they're drying so fast. I can't believe it. And I'm not going to have enough for another layer, but that's cool because I layered the hell. This is beautiful already. They're full. Okay, is anything sticking out here? I think we're good. You need more. Okay. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Perfect. And then I'm going to sit these, I have to sit them under my car outside because I can't leave them inside because of the smell and the horse animals and the kids and stuff. But our kid, well, and myself, it's not good to breathe. Get that metal point out. Make sure there's no metal sticking out. Well, you file it off. It's not coming out, so we'll have to file it off when I'm done. Anyway, I'll put these under my truck out there because it's a little wet and drizzly. And then bring them in until I can find a better place to put them outside without the rain. It's not really raining, but it's drizzling. Normally they don't dry too well in wet temperature, but I can feel the humidity going down as this cold front comes through. Okay, so I'm going to, these are finished, basically. They just need to dry, and then I'll pop them out. I'm using silicone molds because it works well. So this is what they look like. These are called Tower Busters. And mine are always off the scale. Oh wow, what happened? What did I do? Wow. I don't want to touch this because I have not been using gloves like a dumbass. I don't know what I do with this. But okay, I'm going to pause it anyway. And I'll be back to make Becky and Andrews for you guys. I've already poured the first level so that it can get thick enough to hold the main crystal. And this is a completely different animal that I'm going to be making a decorative one. Also one that's I still have right here on my heart. I've been finishing up its charging for their protection and for EMF protection and all that good stuff. So I'll be back for number 2. I'll go ahead and post this.